Hey guys, what's going on? This is Cool Toys, and what I have here on my table today is part of my Rise of Cobra collection of GI Joes. These are the good guys, the GI Joes. I do have Rise of Cobra figures, bad guys, and I'll probably do that in maybe a part two. I thought we would take a look at these individually, and I'll give you a little story and history of how I acquired them. So stand by. All right, I'm back. I have the tripod set up, so this might be a little messed up, but hopefully the camera will focus in enough so you can get a really good look at this. Of course, no GI Joe collection is not complete without Snake Eyes. That's how Hasbro feels, and with Hasbro and Snake Eyes, they made a bajillion of these Snake Eyes figures. Different versions and all. Just seems throughout the years, and especially in this Rise of Cobra collection. So I only purchased a few of the Snake Eyes. You only need one or two, but they always seem to make more than that whenever they do a Snake Eyes figure. So these are the action figures on the back. So you can check them off as you collect them when they release this line. I really like it when they put that on the back of the packages. A little bio. I'll show this quickly with some of them, and you can pause the video and read the bios if you would like to. And at the time, they had a website you can go to with more information about these figures and the upcoming movie. Some people did not like this movie, but I did. I liked Rise of Cobra, Retaliation, or whatever it was. So far, too, except for the Snake Eyes movie by itself. That one I watched once, and I haven't watched it again because I did not like the story that much. Now we're looking at City Strike. And I forgot to mention, this is just called Snake Eyes Ninja Commando. So this looks like the movie version of him. And this is a pretty awesome one. I just don't like it that they sculpted the lips on the mask. It should just been a plain. And I think in part two, they just made it plain flat. So you don't see lips there, which looks strange. Anyways, so back to Snake Eyes City Strike. This is a pretty cool version of him also. You have more of a gray shirt, and these are the weapons he came with. It looks like these are like some ice cleats, and you have a pistol, a bayonet, and looks like a jacket. These, of course, as you can see, they're still mint in their package. I have not opened them. Here's a different bio. This one doesn't have the character skull on the back where you can select the different characters, but instead they have this other bio which you can pause and read. Here are the other bios. All of these figures I am showing you today, I purchased um, in the store myself. I didn't purchase them online, and at the time when these released, I don't believe you could even buy them individually, like from Walmart or Toys R Us. You had to go to the store and find them on the pegs, and that made it extremely hard because if someone got there before you, and at the time they were scalpers, and they would just clean them off the pegs. This was a new movie and new figures, and GI Joe fans were collecting these figures hard. They were going through the stores and cleaning the pegs, like I said. All right, so here are the figures again. You can pause and read, like I was saying. This is the Snake Eyes Arctic Assault. I like his camouflage uniform. This really looks good if you were going to have a winter collection. It's cool that you have your different bios. So they can go into the desert, they can go into Arctic, they can go into the jungle. Have at least those three type of uniforms: green for jungle, tan for desert, and white and gray basically for snow. So really cool that they did that. It was interesting. That's why I purchased a third Snake Eyes. I may have gotten one more that I opened because it was just cool. I did open some of these Rise of Cobras, so I wanted to buy one on card and one to open, but like I said, a lot of them I couldn't because they were missing. Anyways, this is GI Joe Pit Commando. So this is what I like, is when GI Joe, at least for the good guys, that they do an army builder. And This guy was another one that was extremely hard to find. I wanted to, build out a nice little army of these guys just so they can be like cannon fodder for the GI Joes. So your main characters weren't being taken out. At least these guys could take some of the the action, and they would be taken out of commission. Here is the bio. Pause and read if you like. Got the same thing. Well, these are different characters here. I don't have her, but really cool. This guy, this Crimson Viper. When we get to the bad guys, the Cobras, I'll point him out. He has a really awesome metallic uniform. So this is the Pit Commando. This is a covert military force. Basically, this is G.I. Joe's green shirts, the grunts. I like his riot shield. He's all righted out. This gear is really cool. Comes with a gas mask. 3 helmets. This guy came with a ton of gear. You can switch out his vest for this vest down here. He has a backpack. He has at least 2 rifles or 3 rifles. Oh, even a little pistol with like a suppressor on it. So came with a ton of gear, and this is the reason why it would be great to find multiple of these guys and build out a nice little army. All right, moving on. So, G.I. Joe, you gotta have Duke. This was the actor that played Duke in the movie of Rise of Cobra. Channing Tatum, or however you say his name. He did a pretty good job, could have dyed his hair, blonde to make him look like a real Duke, but it's brown. The original Duke, believe it or not, had brown or black hair, and that's what confused a lot of collectors because there's General Hawk and Duke both had like brown or black hair, like I said. And then later on in the cartoon, they singled him out because it was the confusion and made him have blonde hair. So that's the only Duke that I like is the one with the blonde hair. Uh, Conrad Duke Hauser. This is a Desert Ambush. So this is what, like I was saying, he has his desert uniform on. So cool. You got desert and you got Arctic. And in the movie, they basically went to those 2 areas, maybe the jungle also. Mostly it was in Paris, but I remember just seeing desert uniforms and Arctic uniforms. Here's the bio. You can pause and read. This is interesting. It came with this tag connected to it. I don't know if it was just in certain stores, but it says join the team, and it has the website information, and it actually says, if you can read it, it says 2009. So that was pretty long time ago. I mean, by date it was a long time ago, but in my mind frame, it feels like it was yesterday. I guess that's just when you get older. Time flies too fast, so you got to enjoy your time and your hobbies. So pretty cool action figure. They came with these gimmicky rifles, these, oh, not rifle, but rocket launchers with spring-loaded missiles. They could have used that plastic just to give us more accessories. I really wish they just gave us more weapons and gear and just did away with this wacky stuff. This would be really cool for like a 5-year-old, but if you have adult collectors, they don't really care for that. Maybe on some of the vehicles it's okay, but not with an action figure. And with Duke, just like Snake Eyes, they came out with multiple Dukes. And this is Conrad Duke Hauser in his Delta 6 accelerator suit. Um, I thought it was pretty cool. It had this suit where it gave him extra strength, almost like hydraulics and electricity or whatever would work with it, and made him like a super soldier. It was, I don't know if it's bulletproof, but basically they could like run through a bus. So it was like a tank uniform you could wear, and it was pretty cool. Came with this gauntlet that could shoot like a machine gun, Gatling gun, or I don't know, missiles or something. Came with a helmet, excuse me, that has a visor that can split open, which is cool. Gives you some like Mask vibes or like RoboCop. And here we go. Another missile launcher, spring-loaded missile launcher. Look how much plastic. It is almost as much plastic as this action figure. Come on, man. Just that's what I'm talking about. More accessories. They could have used that plastic for. Anyways, here is the bio on the back. Pause and read, and other action figures. Pretty cool. I like that one. And speaking of accelerator suits, here was the other actor in the movie for the Rise of Cobra. Dane Williams, or however you say his name. I'm sorry, I'm not very good with names. I know he's a comedian. I like his comedy movies. He did a pretty good job in the movie, if I don't say so myself. Wallace Ripcord Liam's Delta 6 accelerator suit. So the controversy was that Ripcord in the comic books and the cartoon, he was a white guy, and this is of course a African American. I didn't have a problem with it, like I said, because they picked the right actor for the job. Uh, Really funny guy. I think he did a great job. He was really in shape. He took the role serious from what I saw in the movies. Looked like he was did a a lot of bodybuilding and working out to get fit for the movie. So here is his bio. You can pause and read it. Here's the other action figures. See, we got a different layout here. Zartan. This actor did a great job also. So let's put him down. And we have Heavy Duty, and he is an active impact armor. So this is not the accelerator suit, but it's close to it. It doesn't have all the like hydraulics and electricity. It's just more of an armored suit. And Heavy Duty, of course, it comes with a big heavy weapon like a Gatling gun. And then you have your spring-loaded weapon here. And there's a big ammo can for all the ammunition that would be in this Gatling gun. So pretty cool here. Let's look at the bio. Pause and read if you would like. And more action figures on the back. Now this was a special one. This was a Toys R Us only at Toys R Us exclusive Carl Doc Greer uh, Arctic Threat. So going with the Arctic theme here, they did an amazing job. So like I was saying, if they got rid of all this plastic here that they could have used, they would put it to proper use. And look at all these accessories you get with this action figure. Isn't it amazing? You get an actual gurney. Can you see the plastic? And it has cloth. So a cloth blanket. You can pretend they're in the Arctic, and there's a GI Joe that was injured, and you got to wrap him in a blanket because it's so cold out. And you have your gear. He comes with a briefcase that opens up, and different accessories. I believe the flashlight is removable, and maybe some other things in there. And he has ice cleats. He has his medical doctor bag. He has a helmet with medicine on the sides. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's coming in the video, but he has a capsule for medicine on the right and left side of his helmet. I think that is really cool. And in the picture, it looks like he has an emergency flare gun. So, doctors and, medics are not supposed to have weapons in time of warfare. They're supposed to be, you know, it is immoral to shoot or to take out anyone that is in the medical field, medics. It's just supposed to be rules of engagement that you don't, uh, you know, take out those personnel just on both ends, the enemy or the good guys, but usually the enemy doesn't apply to those rules of engagement. Rise of Cobra, Doc figure. I like his orange jacket, yellow pants. I mean, if you're in the snow Arctic conditions, you need really bright clothes. So it kind of makes sense. I wish maybe it would be better if it was all orange or red and orange. The yellow, that's more of like a European thing. And here is his bio. It's switched. This was usually over here, and this was over here. And this was cool. On the website, they had this Arctic threat, the pursuit of Cobra. So, oh, maybe see, it says Rise of Cobra here on the front, and then here is the Pursuit of Cobra. And it has some information here. I believe you went on the website, and I think they had some computer generated little things on here, and that's really cool. You got soldiers shooting down at this base, if you can see it. It may not be coming in on the picture here, but there is a base down there, and they're shooting from the top of the mountain down onto this maybe looks like an enemy base because they have GI Joe insignias. So these are the good guys, those are the bad guys. Cool, cool, cool. Awesome figure. And Shipwreck. What team would it not be without a comedian among the bunch? A guy to lighten up things. This guy in the cartoons was kind of grumpy, but I found him funny. Maybe in real life, with his attitude, people would not find him as funny. They would be upset with him. But this is Shipwreck, the naval commando. He always had a reputation of being kind of lazy and just doing his own thing, but he got the mission completed. And he has his parrot with him, another spring-loaded weapon. He's got some aqua gear, so that's cool. They were actually thinking this guy is supposed to be in maritime theater, ocean, and they gave him some snorkels, some fins, and it looks like an oxygen container. So somebody was doing their job at Hasbro, was actually thinking when they made this figure that they gave him the correct accessories. Even though in the movie, he wasn't, I don't believe Shipwreck was in the movie, and he didn't have any of this water gear. But pretty cool. I like him with his beard, and especially his boonie cap, his black nightcap. Awesome. We have this figure here. This is Cover Girl. So she is a special weapons officer, and another spring-loaded weapon. This one's pretty big also. She has her badge on her chest. She comes with a rifle. Another thing, excuse me, my throat's getting a little dry. She comes with a laptop, and it opens up, it looks like, and there you can see the keys where you would type on them. And right here, it looks like she has two different pistols, or they're the same pistols, but two small pistols. So that's cool. She had this camouflage suit, and in the movie there was another camouflage suit that it would project the images from behind you, so it would look like you were invisible. It was like a 3D image. It would be invisible, and I don't think she really had a big role in the movie. Maybe just like a little speech where she was handing some paperwork to General Hawk at the time, and she got attacked by Zartan. So if you haven't seen the movie, make sure you see the movie. Like I said, she just has a small portion in the movie, but pretty cool action figure. Let's look at the back. Here's the bio and other figures in the line. And last but not least of my action figures still sealed in packages, this guy, and I've never seen him before, heard any information about him before. His name is Bench Press. Pretty cool because this dude is like Diesel. He is an infantry combat specialist, and he comes with a chainsaw. Can you believe it? A chainsaw. So this guy definitely would be in your jungle warfare. So we got them all covered. We got the desert, we got the Arctic, and we got the jungle with this line with the Rise of Cobra. Awesome boonie hat. Here's a look at the figure. Like I was saying, look at his chest. Really Diesel guy. Looks like he works out a lot. He has an awesome tattoo on his forearm of bullets. Boonie cap. He comes with an axe and a backpack and a shotgun. So another awesome figure. They were thinking about what you would need in the jungle, and you would probably, you would need a chainsaw, something to cut down the tree limbs to make a trail, at least a small axe, a shotgun for widespread. If a tiger is attacking you, or a puma or something is running at you, if you just had a single shot fire weapon, you may miss. With a shotgun, you have more chances of taking out that threat. So awesome. They were thinking again when they made this figure. This was the only one that I've ever seen on the pegs, and he was a Toys R Us exclusive, only at Toys R Us. That's why it was so hard to find. I must have went to 20 Toys R Us's in a matter of maybe 2 or 3 years, and he was the only one I ever found, and I was shocked I snatched him off the peg as fast as I saw him, held him in my hand so no other collector could come up behind me and rip him off the pegs. So as you can see, I still have him in his package, and he may remain in his package because he is that exclusive. Look at this bio. You can pause it and read it. I really wish that they would have brought him into the movie and especially the cartoon line and get more of this guy's story. I want to know more about bench press besides what is on this bio. What is his voice sound like and his whole personality. So that was a look at my collection. I'm going to pause it again. All right. So kind of a long video, almost about 20 minutes here. Hope you all enjoyed it. Please stick with my videos, giving me some thumbs up, give me some feedback, do some comments, subscribe. Most of all, make sure you subscribe, comment, like, subscribe. This was Cool Toys. Later.